Hey everyone, so welcome to this video, and in this video we'll be discussing one of the question on binary tree, right? So you are given a tree and you need to find out whether that tree follows this property, that is children's sum property. Okay, children's sum property. So if that tree follows this property, then you need to return yes, and if it is not follows this property, then you need to return no. Okay, so this is the problem statement. So here the children's sum property is, let's say if this is a root node and that node has two children, that is the left one and this is the right one. Okay, so let's assume that the value of this node is 7 and let's say it is 3 and here we have 4. Okay, now according to children's sum property, the value of root node should be equal to the sum of its left and right child. Okay, so here in this case the sum is 7 and the value of root node is also 7, so it follows this property. Now if I talk about this case here, let's say the value of root node is 10. Okay, and let's say the value of left child is 2 and its value is 6. So here in this case the sum of its children is 8, right? But the value of root node is 10, so here in this case it is not following the children's sum property, so in this case we need to return no. Okay, so this is the problem statement. So just a second. So let me create a tree here. So let's say the value of root node is 10. Okay, and the value of its left child is 8, and again it has two children, let's say it is 5. Okay, and this is 3, and 10 has one right child, that is 2, and 2 has a left child, that is 2. Okay, so this is a tree. So if I talk about the children's sum property, so first we'll go to the root node, and root node has two children, that is 8 and 2. So here 8 plus 2 is 10. Okay, so this node follows this property. Now if I talk about node number 8, so its children is 5 and 3, so the sum of 5 and 3 is 8. So here this node also follows that property. Okay, and if I talk about node number 2, so in this case also it has only one child, that is left one. So 2 plus 0 means its right child is null. Okay, there is no child, so 2 plus 0 is 2, so this node also follows that property. And if I talk about the leaf nodes, so by default each of the leaf nodes of a tree follows this children's sum property. Okay, there is no condition for that for leaf nodes. Okay, so in this case each of these nodes follows the property, so it means that the whole tree follows that children's sum property. So this is about this tree. Now if I run this algorithm on this tree, so here in this case the root node is 10 and it has two children, that is 6 and 18. Now if I take the sum of these two nodes, that is 6 plus 18, that is 24. So 24 is not equal to 10, right? So the root node itself is not following this property, so in this case the whole tree is not following that property, so we need to return no in that case, right? So this is the problem. So let's code this. Okay, so here I have created the similar tree, this one 10 8 2 5 3 2 10 8 2, this is 5, this is 3, and here we have 2. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll create a Dfs function, right? So bool Dfs. Okay, and here I'll pass the root node. Alright, so the first thing that we need to do is we need to check whether the root node is null or not. Okay, if root node is null, or if the node is leaf node or not. Okay, so the condition for leaf node is root of left is null and root of right is also null. Okay, so this is the condition of leaf node. So in both of these cases we need to return true, right? So this is the base case. Now let's talk about the recursive case. Okay, let's say if the left child is not null. Okay, if root of left is not null, so what we'll do in this case, we'll store its value, let's say in some variable, that is L, root of left of data. Okay, and for the right node, if root of right is available, so we'll store its value in this variable. Okay, root of right of data. So let me create this variable here, and L is equal to 0 and R is also 0. Okay, so this is for doing the sum of these two values. Now we need to check whether these values are equal to its parent node or not. Okay, so we'll check whether root of data is equal to L plus R or not. So this is condition number 1, right? And we need to recursively visit all these nodes. So I'll write here this condition, that is Dfs. I will visit root of left and we will visit root of right. Okay, so this is the function. Now we just need to call this function here, dfs of root, and let's create a variable here, that is x, and if the value of x is positive or true, then we'll simply print yes, and if it is false, we'll print no. Okay, so this is the code. Now let's compile this. So it is compiled successfully. Now if I run this, so here you can see that the output is yes, means this tree follows the children's sum property. Now if I take 10, 8, let's change its value. Okay, means its right node is 3. Okay, so this value is 3. Now if I run this again, so it is giving no. Okay, so this is how you can code this algorithm, right? So that's it for this video. Thank you.